Hello, greetings. This is me, Zahra Bazak, Zahra Jawad, Zahra, Sajwani, Abdul Hussain, MJ Sajwani. Um, no more comments now. Lloyd Massidor talks, and when he comes live stream, I don't think he has comments, or I've missed his live streams, because I have many problems. This is enough for me. This is very painful. Chris Waweru saying he's a Christian. These Muslims are coming, I feel. I suspect using Syrian Christians, enough is enough. It's hurting me here. They're burning me up. Just the way they want to come. I think most probably this was a Shia, because only the Shias can use these Syrian Christians, Arab Christians. Right? So, can't be Sunnis. Against all what Pakistan has done, and then our Shias went to the parliament, the Chief Justice, the former, who was he in Britain, complaining and all this. I suspect that he's a Shia. So, coming like this, like a missionary, like the Muslims should leave Islam and come to Jesus Christ and this and that, like ex-Muslim Ahmad has said, using that, or even using, the Shias are using many such ways. They don't want to learn. They just want, and they're burning me up here. They're so, according to me, what you have done, what America has done around the world, it is too much. And what before America, what Prophet Muhammad has done, and what in Exodus Moses has done against these polytheists, and what the Christians have done, the crying for Jesus Christ, mourning him Friday, Good Friday, and all this, all that the died, the children Herod killed, lamenting women, wailing women. No, nothing. He's a savior, and they're, celebrating Christmas and all this. Sorry, Christians. So they want a reaction from me, and then they want to tell me, they want to come there, these horrid, cruel Muslims. They want to come to my, my thing on David Wood's live stream, when I do Apostate Prophet and all. These harami, तुम लोग इतने हरामी हो, तुम लोगों को जिंदा कर जाना, तुम लोग मर जाओ. अच्छा है. You know that teacher, lecturer in SM Law College in Karachi told these men, हरामी हो. He said, तुम लोग जो है ना, ये बैठ नहीं सकते हैं लेक्चर रूम में in SM Law College. ये मुसलमान इतने क्रूल है, according to me, बहुत क्रूल है, ये देखते नहीं हैं. छोड़े आप अमेरिकन को, अभी मारते हैं तो मारने देना, शहीद हो जाओ. तुम लोगों ने देखो, तुम लोगों ने कम नहीं किया है, तुम लोग कम अभी भी नहीं कर रहे हो. Burning me, hurting me, my stomach hurting. No etiquettes, no regard for the आते हैं ऐसे. There's no etiquettes on social media. May I ask you something? Like before, तो नहीं इधर वैसे it's not social. We give blame to social media, but these are real people. And when you see, I was thinking, if there wasn't a God, let's say, would I do good for goodness sake? Then in Western, they took, this thing, they copied me or something, they heard me or it just happened like that. Would I steal, or just for would I do that if I didn't even have a conscience? No, but before that, God. If there wasn't a God, would I do something good for goodness sake? If I had good inside of, because now I don't have any good inside of me. They have strained me here. हरामियों, तुम लोग शिया भी कम नहीं हो, बहुत wicked हो. See how they, no etiquettes, like, please, मुझे इतना हर्ट कर रहे हैं ये लोग, और जानते हैं कि मैं हर्ट होती हूँ, they want a reaction. This is what Facebook said, that don't retaliate, these are just, they want a reaction from you. And what if I ignore them? You are ignoring me, you're not listening to me. Baba, you're out of the topic. And they're using, ये शिया है ना, शिया, बहुत हरामी है. Rath, they've made me cry blood here. I suspect strongly that he's a Shia. एक etiquette होता है कि how are you and shall we talk about this, since it's out of the topic, sorry, or someone else on the live stream carried me out of the topic, I'm sorry if they told me off there, like Salim Lalani did. There's something, some going on in the live stream, too much activity going on. And this activity is out of topic. He didn't say that, so I apologize. I said sorry. Now someone else there posting something, I had to answer to that person. I felt I needed, compelled. Like, you're using my weakness. You know I can't. तुम लोग शिया जो हो ना, जो Syrian Christians को use कर रहे हो, I suspected long time ago, rob Christian. And then you'll come there and say, Houston Euler type people, you know? That, oh, you said this about David Wood that day. And you're washing out. Salahuddin said against David Wood, and I told him off. Some other Pakistani coming saying against a Muslim, I told him off. You're taking all that out of proportion. Oh, you're such a hypocrite. I told the Saudi Arabian Salahuddin, he could be a mufti of Saudi Arabia. No, David Wood is not what you say he is. It's your, look, question your religious scholars. See how they're lying. I told him off like this. Well, then you come as Houston Euler and all this, get me angry, you Muslims, get me angry at these Syrian Christians, right? These people are so cunningly, connivingly, calculatingly, manipulating. I cannot tell you, Westerners. I cannot tell you. Look at the times I've defended and said Dr. David Wood. Right? Then I know what these people will do in the name of Christianity, missionary work. These Muslims are hiding themselves. What they've got from these Christian prince, what they learned from a Christian Ahmed, ex-Muslim, they come here on my channel, distracting me, out of topic. They know what they're doing. See, Western people, you did a great wrong to me in Karachi American School. I put that on, and I still haven't got justice. You did many wrong things. You immense against my Muslim Shias. But you did one great thing, is bring down, the Shia said, bring down Saddam Hussein. But you destroyed Iraq. You destroyed the Sunnis as well as the Shias. You killed, maybe there could be Sunni children. How many Sunni children you've killed? But wasn't there a time, and even the Shias were saying that, no. When America went into Iraq, the Shias also said that, some Shia said, my uncle was saying, that now they're in for the oil. But when you were rejoicing that Saddam Hussein is going to be brought down by the devil against another devil, And you know who did this to Iran and Iraq? Some of you Shias have rejoiced, haven't you? Thinking? And some of you Shias, I've heard, in Iran, when you get the upper hand, not talking about Iraq, in Iran, how you have, so should you be doing this? Maybe you've gone crazy, but accept it, right? That after all, we can't follow our religion and wait for Imam Mahdi. Accept that fault of yours. But you're Iran persecuting, I'm not saying the Sunnis are, but these Sunnis persecuted, Iran persecuting Sunni. Have you seen this? They don't have a voice there. In 2011, Iranian regime imposed restrictions that blocked, ouch, my stomach, Sunni Muslims from praying Eid prayers in Congress. Oh, huh? No, when you get the upper hand Shias, and now you call the Iranian Shias even, ex-Shia has called it, a regime. Baba, he's right that the most of the majority of Iranians are not into this religion. It wasn't their religion. It's a Persian It's a Persian land. When they made it even Iran, changed the name to Iran. You can learn from Yunus and the history of Iran. So you have rejoiced in this. Then I see that I was suspecting what you Shias have done. This is wrong. Say then, haven't you persecuted? Say then that no, this is not our religion. Yeah, it's not your Shia religion, right? But this could be your Shia religion. You moderate Shias, you don't want to learn? Don't come here. It's not for you then. And I had to search. Unfortunately, I'm also a stupid person. Search, learn something, how these people talk, listen to them, get information, but also be grateful for the information. If a kafir gives you information, Imam Ali says, take it, because it's your property. It's your propriety. Learn from kafirs. Steal it. But it's not stealing. It's your propriety, Najul Balagha. If I'm right, what Imam Ali meant by that. I can't find the saying. Now, Adam Seeker did it recently to me. But with his family members, invite them for dinner. Look. And Nuria Khan, with me he can slam, shout, barking like a dog. अरे शक नहीं है कि एडम सीकर शिया है. That sorry, it won't. You see these people. They don't even lanat kyun? When is God lanat? When has God cursed anyone? We are Muslims, ex-Muslims like me are truly oppressed here. But no. And those truly oppressed are those whose mothers, sisters, family members. Adam Seeker had Brilliant tactics. Mama, please come. Amma, please come. Let me tell you something. I go to dinner with, and they bring out Mama, Prophet Muhammad. Okay, you brought it out. Now, let me tell you what I have learned, Mama. And with the Muslims, Teri maa ki, chup karo. Don't let me repeat myself again. Adam Seeker. Ben Chod. Mother Chod. What have I heard on Ex-Muslim Sahib when Adam Seeker was there? Nuria Khan seconds it, vouchsafes it, agrees with it. Who are they? I've seen something so diabolical in them. Takiya. And in you Shias, tum log blood. Tum log, you are not interested in what I'm saying and what I'm showing you. You are only interested in what next or how can we get these Sunnis. Huh? Or these Americans or these Israelis. It shows. Even in the best of you, it is showing me. Ex-Shia. What next? Okay, let's get the Syrians. Let's talk to her about you are distractors. You don't care. You're not helping me. You're killing me. And this a Christian can never do. A Christian can never be so selfish as to come here after I've spoken for an hour or so. A true Christian will never do this. Mark my words. हिंदू को नहीं छोड़ा इन मुसलमानों ने. Shia Musalman. Hindus are with the Shia Muslim. Don't you think this is what they want to do? What next now? Like me also? So he brings a relationship. It doesn't look like a true Christian. See, I have to guess. And it would have taken me 5-10 minutes, let's say. Or if it took me less than 5-10 minutes to come live stream. Please wait. See. Come. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time on live stream yards. Otherwise my timing gets full. I have to use another ID and then another and then... What is this? That poor StreamYard, I don't even pay them. I feel guilty. I'm asking my brothers, like, if they, I could at least buy. But one brother won't take money from me. So, no. That's not right that I use StreamYard and use different IDs and all this. Now, I'm helping and you're not. That's not etiquette. That's not even, man. Only Muslims? You want to kill me? Not that I'm the only one oppressed. Those people didn't die. I don't know why those mothers didn't die in Yemen, seeing their children suffer. Right? I want to ask, like, what stamina these Pakistanis have, who were decent families, who had, like, just imagine if what I was told, I wouldn't be able to take it. I would go crazy. So for me, this is cruel. And you're telling me, and you would say, but you don't care about those. No, that is too much for me right now. You see, there's a person in cancer. You're not going to go and tell them what the world has come to. Would you tell your elderly mother, even if she was a Muslim, and you have become an ex-Muslim? Would you tell her? Huh? So you wouldn't go like that with your mother even, as an ex-Muslim, like the way you come for me? No etiquette, no regard for my condition, my case. You are really cruel people, according to me. Really cruel, negligent. Look at the negligent. You know, my aunt in St. Joseph's College, she was neglecting her, this lump, nodules she had on her neck. I think someone who saw her, the principal or the teacher, Christian, it was St. Joseph's College at that time, was under Sister Emily. They had a nurse. Now, which in Muslim, they don't they don't care. So a teacher saw her, not Sister Emily, in St. Joseph's College. They saw this nodule. Then, no, you must go to the nurse. In college, then the nurse said, no, you must go to a doctor. She went to a doctor, her relative. They sent her. She was neglecting this nodule on her neck. When I joined St. Joseph's College, there was no nurse. Muslim, national, the Bhutto made all these convents and colleges, Christian, nationalized them. Your negligence, you're showing me. Okay, even Paramahamsa Vishwananda's disciple, my God, this on social media, yeah, the true faces of people are coming out, right? Because we can't see you, you can hide yourself and do all these things. So if there wasn't a God and you just had a conscience like the atheists have, that's it. At least the atheists believe in a conscience, right? Right and wrong? Or no? You say, sorry, this song. You say, who gave you the conscience? Okay. But there are people who have a conscience and still do bad things, right? God has given them a conscience and still do bad things like the believers did in Surah Nur. God has given you a conscience, you would say. But in Surah Nur, what next? If you're a Muslim, this is what these Muslims are showing against Christians. What else are you showing? Okay, and another thing is that we can't see these Westerners, right? Meaning in Germany and all this, and their live streams, Hindus and the disciple Paramahamsa Vishwananda. I haven't finished that. If you have a conscience, which atheists do, believers, don't you have a higher conscience? Right and wrong. What is right and wrong? Good and bad. We all have a conscience, right? So don't tell me right now that God has given a conscience. Hold your horses. Because what the believers have to, before completing, and if I forget, I'm sorry. Surely those who invented this calumny are banned from among you. Now they've become hypocrites. But these were, these, among you, the head of the hypocrite who started this. But what about you believers? Why, when you heard it? Now, when these hypocrites, are banned from among you Muslim believers, started this, you didn't have a conscience. Your believers didn't have a conscience, men and women. Why, when you heard it, did not the believing men and believing women think good of themselves and say, this is an obvious falsehood? In your hadith, Ahl Sunnah's hadith, which Ahl Sunnah take from the Umayyad hadith or whatever they call it, Prophet Muhammad took how many days? Even he believed that Aisha was an adulteress, right? And the Shias could say that Aisha was an adulteress. Aisha was an adulteress. But the Quran is saying that she wasn't. She wasn't. The Christians can say using a Shia hadiths. The Sunni, a very, very decent man, Egyptian, Muhammad Ayad. But Allah, if even he says something, but I haven't heard him say that, but what if he says something like, Aisha was a very bad woman. She had had an affair with this guy. Prophet Muhammad knew about it, right? Like he just says it like that. But look what the Quran ayat says, what Allah says, this about her, against her. I mean, for her, what the believing women and all that, when you received it with your tongues and said, but Rob Christian will show you life traditions that about Aisha, that she was a bad woman. She had an affair. But Allah saying here, when you received it with your tongues and said it with your mouths, that of which you had no knowledge. What next for you Muslims? I will not tell you what next. Muji Baba will not tell. Don't go to the next. Shall we remain inertia in this pure awareness? That other man whom I was working with, I was telling him about Jiddu Krishnamurti, that foolish idiot. Sorry. One Shia guy was telling me, no, life is about movement. What nonsense. Life is about movement. He doesn't want to see this here. I was working there. Allah warns you against really stupid people these Shias are at times. And he's not even he's a Shia. No. He was saying he's a Shia. But he was saying if you want this Pakistani law, you have to throw the Quran in the garbage. Pakistani law that they've taken from the Britishers and just plastered it all over. So these lawyers coming from SM Law College and, not in the Sharia courts, all these Pakistani lawyers and judges, I was told they should throw the Quran in the garbage can. Practicing what they're practicing. Indeed, those who like that, I don't know what he meant really. Couldn't get it. Should be spread among those who have believed will have a painful punishment. God is bearing witness to Aisha's what? Aisha being what? Aisha didn't have an affair. Oh, but yeah, since Muhammad Ayad is an ex-Muslim, then he comes, you see, then he can come through the life of the Prophet and Aisha's life recorded, and then he can say that she was not because he has to disregard these ayahs. Because, like, I've also, then I understand that then we can say that because we don't believe in these ayats, right? And we are rightfully on the evidence proof that Quran ayats are wrong. And then the life history of Aisha, coming from which source we have to see, and then come to the point in our conclusion that Aisha was a adulteress. She was having multiple affairs, or things like that can be said about her through the the Islamic sources. Now look, you had a conscience. Just think, I said one thing on Facebook, they took it, the Westerners, and now that question was asked that if you, like I spoke about my mother's cousin saying, you see, if there was an immediate punishment, you knew that you would be killed. If you kill another man or person, would you kill? But that immediate punishment is not even from Allah. He's given Shaitan respite. He gave Pharaoh respite. Right? Why did he give respite? Time. Then, if zulm is so terrible for him, he can't accept it. So he allows zulm to happen in this world. Allah, you're Allah. Now, another thing is, I was thinking on one day, many days like this, Zahra, if, this clear conscience, if you had a clear conscience, how would, like, we say that no, you're not supposed to think that you have good in you or that you're doing this for goodness' sake. You have to do this for God's sake, who told you to do good. Like, don't ascribe purity to yourself, although you may be pure by purifying yourself, you can, right? In the Quran ayat. Another ayat which says, you can purify yourself like this, but another ayat says, don't ascribe purity to yourself. So, and I've closed this because, I don't find any of you good, like caring and really respectful, or at least have some consideration for people. You have none whatsoever. You Muslims, I suspect, are, and mostly Shia Muslims, using Syrian Christians. And then they use that, and one day it comes out that we had a poll, would you cheat if even if you were, like, you didn't have to be caught, there was no punishment for cheating, would you cheat in your exams? And I was told, the poll came out that majority of people said yes, or unanimously yes, we would cheat. If you, no, wait. So, in life, if there was no God, let's say, no God, but there's a conscience, or maybe even no conscience, nothing. What makes you feel good, you do, on your whims. Whims? A sudden desire, change of mind, especially one that is unusually or unexplained. Yeah, today I don't feel like it, my mood, impulsiveness, whims, desires, right? killing each other, no conscience, to make my way up. Or, no, I hate tissue, 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 like that, right? I have a different gun. Tissue makes that sound. Tissue, 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 tissue. So get the tissue even, kill the tissue, the cells. Very good, yeah. No God. No conscience, nothing. God has given us a conscience, right? मेरी माँ बाप की तौबा के मैंने तुम लोगों के साथ तुम लोग खुद जानो अपना काम जानो मेरी लाइफ में दखल अंदाजी नहीं करो Can I tell my father I'm an ex-Muslim? Don't send me. Friday Mubarak. No. I don't have any rights. You have the right. You Shias also. Let me just help myself now, okay? Goodness sakes, Shias, take Britain. Show what Islamists are doing. Every day show. Let Russia show. Take part of America too. Get them. Get the president of America and beat the shit out of him. Shias. Moderate Shias. Right? Don't come here. I had enough. तुमने मेरा खून चूसा है I'm grateful to the UAE for the salary and all this. Yeah, and why should I get angry at the UAE when my Shias even wouldn't get up? Like, they wouldn't know what to do. Such crappy friends I had. Shia. Going to, weddings. And this and goth. And that one didn't invite you? What is nonsense? Go and see if your marja can help you. And your mother. Something goes wrong, religious crisis. No, not a religious crisis. Go and see, go. And remember, you hate the Jews so much, but here I saw that, here, what did I see? Oh, this is my ping pong opening game. Arabs, you hate Jews so much. They're your enemies. They've been your enemies. But Freud is the one, the psychoanalysis. Oh, psychology. And the psychiatrist who invent, father of psychoanalysis, what you now believe in. Take your meds. Even this ex-Muslim Ali Shah will come. He's a Jew. I think psychiatry, before what started? Oh God, I'm making these mistakes here. Just a minute. Psycho. But no, she has left Islam, and we, the psychiatrist, could sit there and say, "Oh, I'm gonna, you know, I have found out she's an ex-Muslim. Psychoanalysis, Freud. You know who was Freud? Father of psychoanalysis. You have no gratitude. Today, if a psychiatrist writes a report for me, not my Shia or alim saying that, oh, she's no, the doctor in the hospital, right? Jesus has called the judges and all this common law with heathens. He says, don't call your adhan and call your brother fool and take your to court. Take your brother to court, okay? And the heathens will take every penny you have. Heathens, he's called them. Ungodly people. Ungodly people. Do not take believers to court. Where was I taken? To a mental hospital? For psychiatric evaluation? Look at what you are doing. You're confusing your children. And I say I'm an ex-Muslim. Sunni country. Who are you taking? Be grateful at least. You know who has given this psychoanalysis? Dennis Falk's father of psychiatry. Who is the founder of psychiatry? Where did it all start from? Freud was a father. I know this very well. And Freud was Jewish. Very intelligent man. He discovered this psychoanalysis. He's the father of psychoanalysis. Founding psychoanalysis, Freud developed therapeutic techniques. I mean, even the medication will, just drug, very quick fix. But here, Freud, how he developed therapeutic techniques to help those. In neurosis. Any problem you have, like obsessions, you can go for this. The psychiatrists are without medication. You can't now, after psychoanalysis or with psycho sometimes. But I was in psychoanalysis, I know. I didn't need psychiatry. Obsession with my teacher. This is what they called it, perhaps. Obsession. So you have these kind of things, you can go for psychoanalysis. Even with the psychiatric taking medication, you can go for this. This is better. A lot better. It will help you. Oh God, like what is this? Really, you have pained me to know, and you made me cry. Recently, Nooria Khan and Adam Seeker, no support, and I was like inside when I was at Nooria Khan's live stream. I am not going to tell people that inside I was so deeply touched. But you can see my comments. Maybe you can't, because now I've banned her channel. So they must have been removed. The ones I put before banning her channel, they must be removed. And maybe the later ones would not be shown. I don't know. So it said your comments will be removed. But if you had seen my comments, when Nuria Khan and Adam Seeker, before that, he recognized me and then what he said about me and what Nuria Khan, agreeing to him, said, I have no support here. And left, right, and center, my comments now I've closed. You can come as Christians' names and pretend to be Christians. Hindus and pretend to be Hindus and make Hindus look bad, like this Rohan who came in the previous live stream. F. How you work. You have been working this time. Amazingly covertly, mastermind. So let's say if I didn't have a conscience, I don't know what I would be. But this conscience is the thing, or let's say I'd love, at least, nurture. I didn't have mind intelligence. I didn't have a conscience. I went to Darul Sakoon one time, and there's a girl who didn't perhaps have a mind. She had a small head. She was in the cot. I gave her my finger, and at that time I didn't. She held it so tightly. She was so happy. She held it so tightly, I was like, well, what a grip. What power. She's a small girl in a cot, lying there. Lying. Like when you're standing. I was like, oh my God, my finger. I couldn't take it, like, oh my God, just a little bit. Please, she's holding it so tight. But I was admiring her love. I gave her my one finger, right? This, we call it the witness finger, forefinger, you call it. She asked, oh my God. And so, even if you don't have a conscience, I don't think she had a conscience of right and wrong. But this is emotional intelligence. Someone gave her a child, girl, little girl, so small, like, okay, grown up, but she's not physically grown up. I don't know what was her age. She looked like around, let's say, 10, 9, 8 years, 7, I can't, like that. But body of a baby, little, like 2 years old or something. Would you do bad? Do one good deed and see how you feel about it. Whether doing good makes you feel or not, for the sake of goodness. And bringing this, developing it somehow inside. Loving for the sake of love, not for the sake of God. And just what Jesus Christ said, right? Do unto others. So yeah, even if you don't have a conscience, like let's say if there's a test, exam, and they told you, and you're the teacher, and they told you, teacher says, okay, forget it, you can cheat. Do unto others what you would have do unto you. So the teacher is saying you can cheat. I won't complain against you. Would you do it? And if you were a teacher, you taught your students all this. Like, what example shall I give you? That here also I feel you are wrong to say. And anyways, you don't defend Islam in any way or your God. Jesus Christ took the sins. But in Islam, God has told Shaitan, go ahead, do it. I've given you time. And you people can wait till hell and heaven hereafter. The believers. But here on earth, is there someone? I'm not talking big, huh? This talk, I wanted to get it instilled in myself also. I'm learning. You know, there was a time I really felt it, that it's so great to do good for goodness' sake. I lost it in this madness. They opened my wounds and my heart used to get stoned. But now I'm remembering that time. What is it like when you don't have an example like Imam Hussein or Jesus Christ? He's taking your sins. Christians are right about this, some. But you also have to follow the commandments of Jesus Christ. Would you do it? Would you cheat? You've studied. Aren't you losing that? Like, once I had a block in the exam room. I could cheat. The one who was sitting next to me, she gave me the book. It's all art psychology, philosophy book, or, I've studied for it. Would I want to waste my time, my studies that I've learned? Isn't it? And it's even faster. I said, no, take it back. I had a block. She gave it to me because she was the teacher. She said, take it. I said, oh my God, I have a block. You were talking to the teacher, and I'm not used to this kind of a thing. I came from O levels. Now this was the local school exam, college exam. She said, take my book, take my notes. Then I thought, it's taking time. I wouldn't cheat, because you have to think smart. Because I spent all this time studying for it. It's coming now, it's coming back. Take it back. I'm faster than reading the book and cheating. And I've studied for it. Why should I have wasted that time? I sat there studying for my exam. Okay? So now some neighbors have come out on the balcony talking. I have to go now. Thank you so much. I'll continue later.